Hey there, welcome back. Now let us work on our JWT access token. So we are going to generate it as well as access all the information that we have currently in our database and understand how to regenerate it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to test out login. So we have account/API/token to access our login part. And here I need to visit account/ and this is going to be my token address, which is API/token. Now here I need to send two information initially to just log in, which is going to be information about my username and password. So the first thing I'm going to do is add username here and then my password. If I send a request, and the first thing you need to check is you are sending a post request. So here let me select my post, send request. Now here you can see I got a refresh token as well as the access token. Now this access token is valid for 5 minutes. This refresh token is valid for 24 hours. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this one and let's decode it. So just jump onto this JWT Web Token, that is JWT.io. Scroll down and let me delete this and add my own token. Now here if you just click on this, you need to verify the signature. So this is our token. This is the information about algorithm. So the type is JWT and the algorithm that they're using for encryption is HS256. The next thing they are carrying is about the user ID, and there are few other information, that the token type, time, as well as this JWT ID. This ID is unique identifier regarding our token. Then they have the signature information. So that means this is a unique token that is automatically generated without depending on database right now. So if we refresh here, if you jump here, refresh, there is no new table. We haven't done any migrations. We haven't changed our database. So every time we generate a token, we use our token. We are not dependent on database. This is going to help us a lot. Now once we get this token, we can do normal tasks like we did previously. Now if I jump here and if I need to access anything else, the first thing is I need to visit the URL, and with my header I need to carry the information. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to access, let me jump onto URL, which view require authentication. Let me check this first. So I need to jump onto view. And here with our review list, we currently don't need any authentication. Let me add some authentication here. Now we are going to access this review list. So let me jump here, get the information. So watch list. So this is ID 6, the girl. And if I jump onto the reviews, we have 2 reviews. So I need to access review for ID 6. That's simple. Jump here, copy this one. And here I need to use watch/6/reviews. Now if I send it without any authentication, I'm going to get error because authentication is required. Now here I need to use authorization. And here I need to pass the token. Remember previously we used token space, then we need to pass the token. But this time we need to use bearer space then our token. So what I mean by this, let me just copy this token first. Jump here, use bearer space and then my token. Now if I send a request, you can see I am able to access them. Now remember this is valid for 5 minutes only. So maybe in next few minutes this is going to be destroyed automatically. I need to take a pause for next few minutes for this to get expired. But meanwhile, let me also talk about another concept. Let me jump here, and here we have another URL which is known as token verification. Now if by chance you want to verify your token, you can use this URL. You can integrate it with the URL part. And this is going to work well if you want to add token verification. But here we don't need that. If you want, you can utilize. Here let me wait for next few minutes so our token get expired. Welcome back after a few minutes. I think it's already expired. Let me try to send a request again. And here you can see I got an error. This token is not valid now, and token not valid. Then we have some message about token class, type, as well as this token is invalid or expired. Now what we need to do is we need to regenerate token using our refresh token. So as you know, we are already carrying a refresh token here. So we don't need to send a request to database. We have this regeneration token. What I'm going to do is I'm going to visit this particular URL, which is api/token/refresh. Let me copy this one, jump here. Now this is going to be the link where we need to send a request. As usual, we need to carry information. Here let me use authorization. And this time instead of bearer, we need to carry refresh. So what I'm going to do is use refresh. And then I need to pass my refresh token. Since these information are already stored in our local storage frontend. Let me send a new request. Again, get method is not allowed. Send a post request. Now here we got an error. The thing is, we don't need to carry this information as authorization. You need to click on body, click on this XWW form URL encoded information, and here you need to pass this information. So just use refresh here, and here you need to pass your refresh token. So let me copy this here, jump here and click on paste. Remember, you don't need to carry this information with header as authorization. Let me remove this one, get back onto my body, this www form URL encoded information, and let me send a request. Now this is going to send us our new access token. Now this access token is valid for next 5 minutes. Yeah. Now there is one important thing. So our refresh token is still going to remain same like the old one. What we can do is we can add a new setting by which we will also get a new refresh token. So here if you jump onto this documentation, and if you jump onto the simple JWT part, which is the home page, scroll down a bit, you will get information regarding rotate refresh token. If you click here, now here we can override this. That means by default it is fault. So it is not going to refresh the refresh token. We need to set it true. So it is going to return us an access token as well as a new refresh token. Let me do that and then discuss about it. All I have to do is just copy this one, jump onto my settings.py, and here we need to override our JWT settings. So all we need to do is use simple JWT, simple underscore JWT, and then here we need to use a dictionary inside which we need to update it. Now remember, you can update several other things like every single thing that our JWT is valid for. So we can increase the time of access token, we can increase the validity of our refresh token, as well as this rotate refresh token. Then there is about algorithms and few other information. So currently I'm just going to update this one. Let me jump back here, and here let me use quotes. So this is going to be the value that I'm going to update, and now I'm going to use true. That's it. Let me save this one, jump back here, send a request. Now you can see every time I send a request, I'm going to get this information, which is access as well as refresh. One more thing, if you compare this refresh token, it's a QNQS, and here it is 07IGU. So we got a new refresh token. Also, if you compare your old access token, which is QI, this is EI something. So that means we got a new refresh as well as access token. Now we need to carry this, and every time we try to access anything, we need to carry this information here. Let me try to send a request now. Let me carry this, my new access token, send the information, try to access some information which is a get request, send it here. Now this is working fine. Let me try to delete my review. So what I am going to do is I am going to select this ID 10 and delete it. So here all I have to do is just get into review /10. I guess this was the ID. Let me send a request. Yeah, this was the ID, and let me send a delete request. Here we have deleted this. Let me get back to 6 now. Oh, we send a delete request, but let me send a get request here. We don't have anything like this. So let me jump back. I have also deleted the movie, and the big part is we are admin, so we can do that. So if I just jump onto this watch list part, and we don't have that movie now. If I jump onto this review, we have deleted the reviews also because we are admin. So let me jump onto another movie, which is 5. Make sure to send a get request. Let me jump onto 5 now, send a request. Here you can see we got this information and we haven't reviewed it. So what I am going to do is I'm going to write a review for it. All I have to do is just jump onto a new URL, which is review-create. Now here I am going to copy this information. So I don't need to search anything else. I'm going to send a request on review-create. Just get into my body part, and here I'm going to go on to raw, select JSON, paste here. I don't need ID. I also don't need this review user. I just need to pass rating as well as description as well as active. So let me remove other information. Make sure to remove this comma, and I'm going to give it as maybe a 4-star. Send a post request now. Here I have created a review. So I jump onto my part of reviews and I have created this review. So if I jump here, get into the boy, I have also updated the rating. Now they have 2 ratings. So this works fine. I hope you got the idea. One is 5-star, one is 4-star. So the average is 4.5. This is the way we can implement or overwrite any type of value. Now there are few values that I strongly recommend to just read, don't overwrite it. So we have access token lifetime, we have refresh token lifetime. These 2 are the most common one. If you want to get more information, you have on settings, and these are the information that you can search for. Now before moving forward, let me also try to send a new request again. I think our token is expired by now. So maybe try to send a delete request to our ID number 12 review. What I am going to do is I am going to just visit the ID number 12, send a get request. This is the review. So that means our token is still working. Let me try to send a request with wrong token. Maybe let me remove this E from the starting. Send a request. We got an invalid message. Let me add a E. Send a request. It's still okay. This is expired now. Token claim has expired. So this is expired now. Let me regenerate a new token. So let me send a refresh request. All I have to do is just carry this refresh token now. Let me send a request. I got this access token. Let me copy this one, jump here, and this time if I send a new request, a get request to ID 12, you can see I am able to access. So that's how this is going to work. This is pretty interesting. Now there are few other things that we still need to discuss. I hope this lecture was helpful. We will continue this topic in the next lecture.